What's up guys, I'm Chris and today you're watching a magic review on The Tunnel by Wang and Jimmy Fan, presented by TCC. The Tunnel is a classic of magic that enables you to penetrate coins one at a time through a solid playing card and a tunnel. What do you get? So you're going to get the tunnel itself, which comes in two pieces and can easily be put together and taken apart with magnets. You will provide your own playing card, which is easy enough to do, as well as your coins. This fits $50. And then you'll get a drawstring carry bag, a hard shell box, and the link to the tutorial. So right now, this is only available through Kickstarter. It is one of 4 releases in TCC's new Artisan Coins project. The retail price is going to be $60, but you can pick this up on Kickstarter right now for $40. Now through Kickstarter, it has already been fully funded, so your rewards are guaranteed. The quality. So this is made out of real wood, and I think this is brass, maybe copper. I think it's brass. Anyway, it's all put together really well. There are no sharp edges, there are no steps in the seams. The magnets are very secure and it goes together really well. So as far as quality goes, I'd say this is a high quality piece. The tutorial. I received a very basic early tutorial that just explains what the tunnel is, how to use it, but after the Kickstarter project, by the time you guys receive your rewards, there's going to be an updated tutorial. So right now, I can only talk about the brief tutorial that I got, but it explained the routine. And basically what I'm going to say here is I'm not a coin guy at all. I perform very, very little coin magic. So to those who are experienced coin magicians, you can see I'm not too great with coin magic, but if I can do it, you guys can probably do it better. So next, that brings me to the difficulty level. Like I said, I am a very inexperienced coin magician. I'm not going to call myself a coin magician. I'm a very inexperienced person with coin magic. So if I can perform it, it's easy, right? The tunnel itself basically does the work for you. There is maybe 2 small bits of sleight of hand that you have to know, but it's not really any sleights. It's more of, well, I can't explain what that is, otherwise I will give away the method, but it's very, very easy to do. A little bit of practice and you'll be performing this in no time. Angles, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is angle proof. It could be performed surrounded if you choose to do so, but this is more so something that you're going to perform in a close-up show or a close-up performance. Setup, there is no setup, and this is an instant reset. Everything is ready to use out of the box. Pocket space, I wouldn't say that this is something that you would carry around in your pocket. If you want to, you can. This is basically all it's going to be. You can borrow the coins or carry the coins on you. It only uses a few coins, and the card, a single playing card, you can carry that around with you, or if you have a deck of cards on you, you're already set. Can it be inspected? Yep, you can allow people to check out the tunnel itself. You can have them put it together, take it apart, and the card, yeah, I would recommend having the card inspected just so people see that it's a solid card, that there's no flaps or openings. The coins, just regular coins. Everything is essentially ungimmicked. I mean, there's obviously something with the tunnel, but as far as the card and coins go, completely ungimmicked. Is it a worker, and who would use this? So it depends what kind of work you're doing. If you're performing close-up magic in a stationary setting, then this is definitely a worker. You could include this in your close-up show. As far as like strolling or table hopping goes, I would say you're probably not going to use this in a working environment. It can be done table hopping, but strolling, I would say no. It's likely better to have a table. With that said, this could be done in the participant's hand, using their hand as a table. You'll want to get accustomed with how the tunnel works and really get used to the penetration aspect of the routine. But if you do that, this could be very strong using it in their hand. With that said, I don't know if this is something you're going to carry in your pocket, as it does take up a fair bit of space. Who would use this? Close-up magicians, coin magicians, but really if you perform a variety of magic, close-up cards, coins, things like that, then anybody can use this for sure. So is it worth your money? It's a nice piece. If this is something that you're interested in, the effect itself, then I think that this is definitely worth the money. Very well made, it looks elegant, it looks professional, and it's not that expensive. Considering the tunnel does the work for you, that's a nice aspect, as well as you don't have to be extremely experienced in sleight of hand, but you're going to want to practice, probably more than I did. I just wanted to get this review out because the Kickstarter ends, I think, in like a week. So that was kind of the push to get this out as soon as I could, as I wanted to do the review so that if this is something that you're interested in, you could pick it up at the discounted price. Positives, negatives. The positives is that it's a nice piece, it's a good routine, it is very, very easy to use. There are actually additional routines that are going to come out. I just did the most basic one, but one of the other things, if you have a it's a cylinder magnet that would fit this, you can perform an effect that I forget the name of it, but basically it allows you to drop the magnet in. You can use this in two different ways, so there's nothing that you have to do to it, but as far as setup goes, you're going to assemble this one different way to show something, and then this way to show the next effect. So basically, if you have the magnet, you can show that it falls through, or you could show a coin. I mean, you could show that a coin free falls right through, and then when you drop the other object through, it goes through very slow and drops out. So it's kind of a neat effect. And then, you know, this is also something that is going to be easy for coin magicians to come up with their own routines using other sleights and things like that. So there's a lot of positives to this. Again, the price I don't think is unreasonable, even at full price. It's a nice looking piece. It's elegant. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is, and I guess maybe I should do more of a close-up for you guys. So there's the inside, and then the outside. It is nice. I'm sure it'll say the type of wood on the description, but to me it doesn't matter what type of wood it is. It's nice. It's got a nice weight to it as well. It's not overly heavy, but it's not light and cheap feeling by any means. So if you hand this out, you know, they can tell it's a quality piece. Negatives, I don't really have a negative. Maybe the only thing is that I wish the magnets were a little bit stronger, just because a couple times when I was doing this, dumping the coins out, it came off, but it's not likely, right? And that isn't, I don't want to really call that a negative, because as long as you take some time to get accustomed to how this works, you're going to know how it's not like it comes off easily at all, so with that said, just get accustomed to the feel of things. Depending on what you're using, this can also be done with a bank card if you want to borrow your participant's bank card, or if they have business cards or you use your business card, this works. But the thicker the object is, the more likely it's going to be that this comes off, right? So it is held together with magnets, and if you're using a plastic card or a thicker card than this, then you just have to be a little more cautious when you're dumping out the coins that you aren't putting any real force behind it. But with that said, using a playing card, as long as you're not really using force, the coins are going to come out easy. So I don't want to say that is a negative with the prop. It's just something that you're going to want to be aware of and make sure that you aren't using too much force or aggression, I guess, for lack of a better term, when dumping the coins out. And with that, I think I've covered everything I can on the tunnel. It's a nice prop, it's a good piece, and I would recommend it. Get to the Kickstarter and back this project if you want it for $20 off. I will leave a link in the description below. And with that, we'll see you at the next review.